Yo, hello everybody and welcome back to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. It is currently Friday, so today is the last day of the trading week for the traditional markets, and basically Bitcoin is actually having a dump right now. As you can see, yesterday, as I was talking, that it's possible that we get down to our value area low, which is exactly happening right now. But as I said, it's as long as we push above our weekly pivot, then it's possible that price continues to the upside. But as you can see, price rejected, and right now it's currently perfectly testing our value area low right here of the range that we broke out of. And so our next stop for Bitcoin will be that previous value area high combined with that weekly pivot support one at around 103k. And basically if Bitcoin keeps going to the downside, as you can see, our RSI momentum and our waves right here, they are currently creating that bullish divergence, as you can see right here. But right now the price is still dropping, so there are a lot of sellers right now, basically strong selling pressure. As I said, if we look at the open interest, as you can see, the open interest currently is getting lower here and right here. As you can see, also our delta, basically our CVD, is also going down, so there are a lot of shorts opening up right here. If you look at that data, basically we also got a lot of long position liquidated right here, as you can see on that week, basically. So all of the late longers that were longing basically right here at that value area high are currently getting liquidated, as you can see, and price is trying to hold that key level of support right here. So if we don't bounce from here, my next target will be a bounce from that weekly pivot support at around 104, 103k, or our second weekly pivot support basically at 101k, and that's, as you can see, also combined with here, it's basically a very key support. So if we lose this level right here, if we basically lose 100k, then the price can probably go a lot lower. But as I said, it's possible that we just bounce from here, from that weekly pivot support, because as you can see, if we look at that big time frame, let's go on the daily. Basically we are still in that big range, so we are above that value area high. So also, as I said, value area high of the big range, a very key support. As I said, if we lose that level, then we are probably going lower to around 100k, basically to that POC. So right now, what price needs to do is hold that value area high right here, basically between our weekly pivot support. And then if we lose that level, our next support is that weekly pivot support 101. And then if we lose that, as you can see, we go down basically to that POC right here of the bigger range. So basically we are back in the range if we break below that value area high. And also 97 to 98k is our second and third weekly pivot supports, and basically our last and most important support will be that weekly pivot support plus that value area low of the bigger range combined at around 94 to 92k. So 94 to 92k, basically very important levels, as I mentioned before. And also if we look at that weekly time frame, something very disturbing, as you can see, basically we have a bearish divergence on that bigger time frame. So on the weekly, as you can see, our momentum waves are also making a lower low while the price is making a higher high. So basically, as you can see right here, also on that RSI indicator, completely the same as our momentum wave indicator, basically. So it's currently very dangerous signal flashing for Bitcoin, and that's why it's possible that we can probably go lower. As you can see, also on the monthly, we have 1 day and 8 hours until we get a new monthly candle opened. Basically, as you can see, the monthly candle right now is currently struggling So if that monthly candle closes below that value area high, so if you get a dump below 102 to 101k, then maybe it's possible that price goes lower, as I said. But for now, we will have to keep an eye on it. As long as we don't go below that value area high right here and we keep above that range, then everything will be fine in my opinion, and we will just get a bounce. But once we start breaking below, then I'm expecting price to maybe do something like this, as you can see. So very cautious here for a long trade basically. Also, you can see our momentum and the RSI also currently going down. So basically they're getting oversold, and maybe this is going to be the biggest bear trap as of right now. And then we can probably get another push up basically from right here. As you can see, once our RSI touches the 20 line on the 12-hourly chart, and once we get a signal right here on our momentum waves for a potential buy, so maybe we do something like this. As I said, it's very possible since the uptrend is still strong. But another reason for this dump that's happening right now, also the stock market is having a bigger correction, as you can see right here. Sorry, the S&P 500 perfectly rejected, tried to get above, as you can see right here, above that second weekly pivot resistance, but it acted as a very strong resistance, and currently we are pulling back aggressively for the stock market. Basically that's about 2.5% of a correction. That is also why Bitcoin is going down as of right now, as you can see. Also, if we look at Ethereum is also currently trying to get back into that range, as you can see, currently breaking below that value area high. And also if you go on a lower time frame, you can see it has still not hit that weekly pivot. So maybe if we look for a strong potential bounce for it, it's going to be that weekly pivot level, as you can see right here basically. So very important level to watch. Also, if we lose that, then the next stop will be that POC, and then if we lose that POC, the stronger resistance will be $2,400 basically for Ethereum. Then I'm expecting a move up if we get to down here. So only if, because as of right now price is still trying to get above back, as you can see, for a potential bounce back, but is currently still not hitting that weekly pivot. So I'm expecting right here for Ethereum a potential bigger bounce from that weekly pivot basically. And if we look at Solana is currently struggling more than Ethereum with a bigger drop to the downside. As you can see, it got perfectly rejected from its weekly pivot right here, and since then it's been dropping aggressively. Even now, if we measure from that weekly pivot, the drop has been almost 10%, guys. If you look at that, so we're currently approaching that second weekly pivot support basically. So I'm expecting some kind of a reaction right here for Solana. And if we look at the liquidation heat map, basically, if we expect that dump for Bitcoin to continue, we see we have liquidations all the way down to 93k basically. I'm not sure we will get down there, but it's possible since currently we've got a lot of sell pressure, as you can see. So basically it's possible that we get down and take all of this liquidity that's sitting right here. Also, something very important, that our Bitcoin ETF inflows currently got a outflow for today for about almost 350 million. Selling pressure, as you can see, everyone sold of that big companies except for BlackRock. BlackRock is still perfectly accumulating Bitcoin, but everybody else is selling. So maybe they know something that the others don't, but only time will tell. And as you can see, we currently do have more shorts in the market on the major exchanges than longs, as you can see. So basically that selling pressure is real as of right now. And this will be it for today's update video, guys. As you can see, Solana perfectly is getting that reaction right here from that weekly pivot support. And if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe for the channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.